Hi, my name's Danny Spadaro, and this is my 1972 Ford Bronco, which I just completed. It's antimatter blue with a Wimbledon white accent on the wheels and on the top. This project took me almost 3 years to finish, and it has halogen lighting, as you could see. I kept the bumpers stock. The powertrain is a 347 stroker motor with an AOD transmission. It has 350 gears. And as we walk around and look, it has a 3-inch body lift and heavy-duty front suspension with Bilstein shocks. I kept the trim to keep the originality, even though it's a resto mod. This is not a classic restoration. This is more of a resto mod where you could actually accent it with your own touch. And this is what I did from the steering wheel to the air conditioning. I mounted it in the dash. I went with autometer gauges with a hard top that is removable. Got rid of the auxiliary gas tank and created one 21-gallon gas tank in the back. It's got stainless steel exhaust. Everything works, brand new wiring. The interior, I was going to go with leather, but I decided to go with the marine vinyl because it is a Bronco, and if it gets wet or anything, you're able to wipe it down. I mounted the stereo system underneath the rear seat. All the amp and everything is mounted here. It has a touch screen I put inside. Full-on roll bar. And as we walk to the front and I open the hood, it's a fuel-injected 347 stroker motor. As you can see, it's got 4-wheel power disc brakes, air conditioning, heavy-duty brake system on it for stopping, and brand new wiring throughout. This was a complete body off frame restoration, and I'm very proud of it. Very solid vehicle, powder-coated frame. Just too many things to list at this time, so I kept the original seating on the inside. I kind of like the originality, but I wrapped the dashboard in a vinyl to match the seats instead of going with the typical painted dashboard. And vintage air, which normally mounts underneath the dash, I mounted it into the dash to do something a little bit different. It's got a tilt steering column in it. It's got a headliner. It's got a very nice roll bar for protection. And I actually built a console with a touchscreen stereo inside of it. This is a nice freeway flyer. It puts out 440 horsepower. Cruises at 80 miles an hour on the freeway with no problem. It's a wonderful vehicle. And being that it has the fuel injection, I'm able to show you, just without even getting in the vehicle, I put the automatic shifter on the column. I wanted kind of an old school look instead of down below. And as you can see, the fuel injection, the electric fuel pump kicks in, fires right up. No problem at all. It's got halogen lighting. Kept the vintage light switches. As you walk around the front, you can see the headlights are a halogen headlight. So that's an upgrade. Aluminum radiator. And of all crazy things, I put a backup camera, which is built right in the screen right here. So it's like a modern vehicle. Why don't we take you guys for a spin so you can see how nice and smooth this vehicle runs. So this definitely has the power if you need it, but being that it's an automatic, it's jump and go. Just jump in it and go. It has the modern conveniences of a new car, but it has sort of the feel of old school. These cars were built as utility vehicles in 1966. The Department of Water and Power used them a lot, but they became popular in high school back in the 70s. This is the kind of car that, you know, every kid had during the summertime because the top comes off. You're able to take it off-road. It's just a really fun vehicle to drive. Like I said, this motor is a Blueprint, made by Blueprint Engines. It's a brand new motor. Puts out 440 horsepower. So it's able to climb up any hill, do whatever you choose to do. And with the power steering, which these cars didn't come with power steering back in the 60s. So it has all the modern conveniences of a new car, as you can see now. Just with one hand, just turn it.